All right, everybody. You know what time it is. The Real Talk Sports Show is coming up right now. Bam! Welcome to the Real Talk Sports Show, everybody. I'm your host, Minister Jonathan Simmons, and we are so thankful to those of you who are joining us here, watching the broadcast on various portals, including we are streaming live tonight on Roku channels, not one, but two of them. We're on the Phoenix Entertainment Group Network channel, and we're also on the C Room Sports and Entertainment Network channel, both of them on Roku. And matter of fact, on the Phoenix Entertainment Group, you can actually download the app. It's available on Android and on Apple as well. Just download it. You'll see it, Phoenix Entertainment Group, and you'll be able to log on to the shows that way as well. And of course, I got to thank you. That's right, you who are watching on the replay, because oftentimes you are the biggest reason why we get lots of views. So we thank you. I know you're watching right now on YouTube on demand. You're also watching on the Phoenix Entertainment Group on demand on Roku, and also you're watching us on Periscope. It's still alive, aka Twitter TV. So we thank you for that, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Well, not to belabor the time, because I know you just don't want to see me. So I must put on my shades. Why am I doing that? Because I'm about to bring you one of the most glamorous and beautiful women on all of sports talk radio and TV, simply known here as the Queen. Tressa Dolman is in the building, and she's there somewhere. I know she's there. I'm going to find her, and
Hello. How are you doing?
Good evening. I'm doing very, very, very well. Very well. Very well. And of course, the other gentleman that we have join us here, we like him, well, because he's a nice guy, but also because they're champion. That's right. Not one, but two times. Won the Super Bowl championship trophy with the New England Patriots, a proud HBCU graduate, and a native Georgian, the one and only Mr. in the building.
And greetings, everyone, all animal lovers, everybody in television and radio land. Welcome to Real Talk Sports. Hey, you get everything here, even the animals.
Animals, that's right. The Animal Kingdom supports our show as well. So we thank you for that. Well, you guys, you can see in the background here. I will pop this up here, and I did this deliberately because that is Fiserv Stadium, Coliseum, the home of the Milwaukee Bucks, who will be hosting the Phoenix Suns tonight, and to attempt to win their first world title since 1971, when they were led by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Oscar Robinson. So that's what it looks like there. You guys can see it behind us. Now, it's not that quiet right now, so people are streaming in like crazy to get ready for game number 6. As a matter of fact, we'll be shutting off. I think so. Tyrone's got the panning on that. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, so we're going to shut off at 9 o'clock. We know the game starts at 9, and we know what you guys will do. It's really close at 9 o'clock. If we click, Real Talk Sports Show will be gone. So we're going to let you guys enjoy that as well. I'd like to say again, many thanks and many kudos to you, those who were watching us. Well, let me just go around the panel here. First, Tree, how was your weekend? Tell us kind of what you did to occupy the time of the Queen.
Mm-hmm. My weekend was quite all right. I did a lot of things, working, and just very busy weekend, but very, very blessed weekend. How was your weekend, and what did you do? You went down to the event. How was it?
It was very, very good. Before I do that, though, let me go to Mr. Tyrone Poole. Mr. Poole, what did you do on your fine weekend, sir?
My weekends and weekdays are typically the same. I'm just grinding, trying to grind mentally, physically, spiritually, trying to take advantage of every opportunity known to man and keep putting one foot in front of the other and always trying to fall forward. But I had a great weekend, a blessed weekend. I'm here today above ground, in my right mind, and pushing forward. So other than that, man, all is well. I can't complain. But the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come.
Tyrone, I'm gonna tell you something, brother. You hit all the. See, you even got Tree's dog excited about that. I mean, you hit all them key points that mama and grandmama and auntie used to hit in church. All of them. Hey, happy to be alive. I'm grinding. I'm stuff. You get all them points. So, and I'm mad at you because at the end of the day, our show done on Tuesday, which is hashtag Terrific Tuesday, and it is a great blessing to be able to go about your business and take it from a guy that went under the knife a couple of times. The realities are you find out that living is a pretty good thing. Well, we're going to do this before we go any further. Let's take a look here and get our new co-host on the air. There she is. Okay, is she going to wave to the camera, or did we get a little wave? There we go. All right. Well, we wanted to get the whole thing in there. We have the queen. We have her fabulous pup. Everybody's in the building here. Well, let's do this. Speaking of in the building, let's see if we can get our topics here for today. They're here somewhere. I will scroll them up, put them on the screen. There's our topics for tonight. One of the things we'll talk about really briefly, should Trae Young have been selected to the Olympics men's basketball team as a replacement? We know he was not on the team as an original, but Bradley Beal and another team member were both, they had to leave. So should they have been a replacement? Number two, we're going to talk a little bit about high school football. It is back. The DeKalb County Media Day was yesterday. Community Spotlight will be our own Tree Doman. She's got a big announcement for us here tonight, so we're going to let her talk about that. And, of course, we want to give some business shout-outs to several people. Number one, the Phoenix Entertainment Group, which hosts our show on the Roku channel. We also want to give a big shout-out to my own network, Christian Media Enterprises, which allows us to kind of do all of this stuff. And I want to give a big shout-out to Work That Thing. Tyrone Poole has his own fitness going on. He's going to talk to us about that. And I want to give a big shout out to my guy, Jason Huttinger. He's the videographer that has accompanied me to the Super Bowl. And he's also does a great job with me on high school football. So I want to give him a thumbs up. And then, of course, we got to talk about the NBA Finals, who you guys are going to pick. And last but not least, Falcons open up their practice. And that's right. I'm going to put it on social media. We will have a giveaway for free tickets. Even though they're on $5, I will be able to give away 4 free tickets tonight, courtesy of Real Talk Sports. You can go on down there on us and have a good time watching the game. Before I do that, let's go to social media. And look who's already in the building. Mr. Todd has already joined us. And that's what he says here. He says, okay, Minister, before we begin, can we say a prayer for former Falcons coach Greg Knapp? Yeah, that is true. He was in a terrible biking accident. He was here with the Falcons when they made that run to the Super Bowl. And unfortunately, he was out, getting some exercise, ironically, and was struck by a car. He is now in critical condition in the hospital. So certainly our prayers are for him for a complete recovery. And prayers to his family, who obviously right now are very concerned as his life even is on the brink in critical condition after being struck by a car. So, yeah, nice guy. He said he was here with the Falcons for many years, quarterback coach, assistant offensive coordinator. So, yeah, we want to certainly pray for him for a full recovery, as, again, he was hit by a car while bicycling. Yeah, I tell you, that's something that's always kind of made me nervous as I got older. You really don't pay too much attention to it as a kid because you're riding around and, you're kind of you're just doing what kids do. But the older I got, the more I said, man, that bicycling thing, I don't know, because people just today are not as friendly towards bikers as they used to be. And people just seem to be in such a daggone hurry to get wherever they got to go. They just don't care.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, we used to ride on the sidewalk. But,
yes, sir.
Yeah, so now, they have the bikes out in the streets, which, again, if it was up to me, I would say put them back on the sidewalk. But I understand they have the bike lane and everything like that. But you do still operate with vehicles and people who are already 30 minutes behind where they are supposed to be going. So you know they're going to be speeding, and people just don't take time to be courteous no more these days. So, you know, it's just, you got to be careful when you're on those bikes. But again, like you said, prayers go out to Coach Knapp and, you know, all his loved ones and family and friends. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. Like I said again, just you know, and we don't want to accuse anybody falsely, because I don't have all the details. So I don't want to make it sound like the driver somehow was negligent, but it just you know, it just seems real. It's just something, we have this going on a lot, where people, you know, getting hurt while they're riding their bikes and doing different things. So again, bottom line is our prayers are up to him, and we hope and pray again that God will give him a speedy recovery, you know, to his injury. So that's it with that. Yeah. So the other thing we want to kind of talk about a little bit is that, you know, what's been going on in the news. There's been a little stuff going back and forth the last week with Trae Young, the All-Star team. Should he be on the team? Should he not be on the team? Tree, I'm going to toss this one out to you first. Do you think Trae should have been a suitable replacement for Bradley Beal and the other gentleman, or either the other gentleman that just recently was taken off the team due to, I think, COVID as well?
I definitely think that he should have been a replacement, because he's a great player and everybody's been talking about his name. If you just look at his stats, the only thing that I would think why they possibly did not put him as a replacement was because of the ankle injury that he was facing, and that maybe they felt he wasn't 100%. But other than that, I don't see why he would not have been a replacement.
Tyrone, I'm going to toss that to you, sir. What do you think about Trae being, should he have been a guy that should have been picked to replace, you know, on that team?
Well, let's all understand, you know, the process. You know, the process, they, I believe, picked 57 guys. And of course, some of the guys basically just took themselves out of it because of whatever prior injuries or lingering injuries. But I do want to say this, that Trae Young was selected to be amongst the 57 that were thought of to have the ability to represent the United States in basketball. Now, I also want to say, just like any other sport, okay, you have swimming, and we've seen track and field. They all have to compete. And even if one person doesn't make the top three, say if it's the top 3 100-meter runners represent the country, then they go down a particular order. Who came in fourth? That person now get bumped up to third. Who's in fifth? They get bumped up to fourth. So again, I understand that we all believe and want to support each other, and we all in our own individuality believe that we are supposed to be the best of the best, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I wouldn't want anybody to think less of themselves to say that, you know, I don't belong. No, you do belong. But I also believe that there is a process in the picking as well. Again, just go back and look at, to make the Olympic teams, take any event, they all compete. And I don't think they do that as much now with the NBA. They just go and select the top guys. But I'm pretty sure there are some type of protocols that they do look at. And just like the 100 meters, whoever came in fourth, no, you didn't make it, but you are on the short list, as they would say. And if that person who is fourth don't want to go, then they go down the list according to how they placed or how they measure up on the board. So the fact to just be announced that you can be a representative of your country, I think that's big in itself. It's like somebody being nominated to be in the NFL Hall of Fame. To be nominated is just as good. Yeah, you want to get there, but to say you have the ability along with other guys, man, that's an honor in itself. But I'm pretty sure there's a process.
Well, I'm not sure what the process is, because it seemed like the guys they picked, I don't know if any of those guys went through that at all. The other thing, too, as you mentioned, Trae was picked up originally as kind of the finalist to make the team. I think that some of it could be the fact that the former Hawks coach, Lord Peace, is on that staff. And, you know, it's really amazing. And now that I'm part of the media, that I kind of see how things really operate. So Lloyd Pierce made some comments last year in 2020 when he was selected as coach about, you know, like you just said, Trae haven't gone through the process. He hasn't, quote unquote, earned his dues, even though there are other guys on the team that you could probably say the same thing. So I'm wondering if, Popovich is thinking, I don't want to create any drama by bringing on a guy who clearly didn't seem to get along with his coach, who's now on my coaching staff. I'm just saying. It just seems like that, because I can't see the other reason why you wouldn't want to bring a guy in that is one of your rising young stars, a guy who's in the top 5 in the NBA playoffs in scoring, top 3 in the NBA playoffs in assists, and a young man that, quote unquote, has now paid his dues. This is, I think, his 3rd year in the league, and he has been absolutely spectacular here this season and in the postseason. Just saying.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying as well. You mentioned also, there are some guys that might have been selected on the NBA, on the Olympic team that played in the NBA that probably shouldn't have been there, and probably you didn't want to say it, but Kevin Love. I don't know if that's a name that you probably trying to hint at, or maybe you did, or maybe you didn't. But again, we all understand that's the world we live in. That's where we live in. It's not a perfect system, and they're going to have their selections. Just take the show, for example. Anything we do, say the Real Talk Sports. Well, you probably believe, and I know you probably believe, that, man, I should be syndicated. I should be all over. But then again, who else thinks like that? So, again, we all live in a system. I think the Real Talk Sports Show is a real great show. Everybody, we should be on. We're better than some of these shows that be on the 3-letter network, ESPN. But either way, we live in a system that basically, it has its bumps and bruises. It's not perfect, but at the end of the day, you know what? It is what it is.
Well, the only thing I can say in response to that, you mentioned something about us being very, very, very good at what we do. So let me put my shades on for a second, because prayerfully, I'll be making some announcements very soon in the next few weeks about the Real Talk Sports Show segments may be appearing on a much larger platform. And that's the only hint I will give for tonight. So stay tuned to the Real Talk Sports Show.
Little teaser, huh?
Little teaser. So keep it right there. Oh, speaking of teaser, OMG, we have to take a break. You're listening to the Real Talk Sports Show, and you're watching the Real Talk Sports Show on various channels and stations. And for all of you that are watching, stay tuned, because we will be right back. Are you in the market for a new vehicle? Well, check out Allen Vigil Ford Lincoln in Morrow, Georgia. We have one of the largest inventories in our area for both new and pre-owned vehicles, so we're sure to have something for everyone. Family owned and operated since 1982, customer satisfaction is our #1 priority. Come see our full lineup of vehicles and find the one that best fits you. Give us a call today, 678-726-5739, or shop us 24/7 online at allenvigilford.net. The day has arrived. It's time to let more people know about your business. You have the right marketing plan and the messaging in place. But do you have the right messenger? Good advertising and promotions need a professional sound so the message can be clearly understood. Don't leave your brand image to chance. Let our team of voiceover experts at CME lend you a hand. Give us a call at 678-304-8121 to find out how we can partner with you to give your business its voice.
You're muted.
And there we go. All right. It does appear that our ad was still trying to run. So anyway, we appreciate those of you, again, who are watching us and listening to us. I'm going to try to do something here. I'm going to try to see if I can share my screen here. First of all, I'm trying to get off this blank screen. Hang on. There we are. We're back. All right. So I'm going to try to pop this up. Remember, guys, I told you about something called Work That Thing. And it's about getting you in shape and getting you ready both mentally and physically. So I'm going to try to see if I can find out. I think I had a little clip of that. I'm trying to see if I can find it for you guys right quick. Hold up. Yeah, I'm going to try to find that clip for you so you guys can see a little bit of what happens if you get in shape. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to find the clip for you. So just hang tight. Let me see if I can find it. Tyrone's laughing because he knows I'm trying to find this clip that he sent me. Look, even the dog's excited. Like we're gonna see Tyrone. Now, hopefully this is the right one. I hope it is. Except sometimes my Cracker Jack system doesn't work too good, but we're gonna try it right here, and we're gonna see what we got and see if we got a little bit of Mr.
You want
Cool
answers?
Here.
I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
The truth is, when you work that thing,
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad.
yeah, I don't think that's the one you want to play.
No, right. See, the one I wanted to play, I wanted to play a good one. I wanted to play, for those of you guys can see it, just go to Tyrone's, I think it's on social media, where, I mean, my man showed that, hey, listen, I might not be playing anymore, but I'm still ripped up the abs. He got like about a 12-pack. I said, dang. I said, you don't retire, you still going like that? You're about a 12-pack. Yeah, so I'm not mad at you, man. Good job, brother. We appreciate you, man. Listen, that inspires me. I got to do something with this Ponchalero I got here. Now, I can't get out there and work that thing because them hernias be like, okay, I'm working in the hospital. But at the end of the day, I got to do something to get in shape. Let's go to social media here. Let's pop it on here. Social media, my man Todd, he said, that's 2 minutes of my life I can't get back. Yeah, okay. He was looking for the excitement. I done messed him all up. He was all on P's and Q's, pins and needles, ready to go. Todd, I'm sorry, brother. Hopefully next time I'll have the right video for you, because it is a classic. He'll show you what happened when a grown man hits that iron, works out, and he literally works that thing. So you guys remember, check him out at Tyrone Poole 38, and I'm sure he'll give you all the matter of fact, when we do this, bro, why don't you we got a minute or so. Tell us a little bit about kind of the genesis of that and what you got going on with that whole work that thing. Talk to us a little bit. Go ahead.
Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity, but work that thing, like you said, the genesis of it. My daughter and I basically kind of started with my daughter running track. Of course, I coached all my kids, Tyron Tyson, all my kids. I coached Tyron Tyson in all their sports from the time they were in the 3rd grade up until my daughter, now she's in college, and she still relies on my tutelage and my knowledge, because I ran track myself and, of course, playing football. So my son, he's a sophomore now, so he's relying on my tutelage and knowledge. But work that thing came about whenever in track and field, my daughter, she would warm up and had a little card, a little script of workout exercises. So I would leave her by herself. And I said, okay, I'll be back. I'll go check and make sure everything is in order for her to, get into her event. So when I come back, she's like finished. And I would say, okay, well, how do you feel? Are you ready to run? And she said, yeah, I feel pretty good. I said, okay, well, hey, let's go work that thing. So basically what work that thing came from that, and what work that thing means is you get the best out of whatever it is you do. No matter what it is, you can't let nothing hinder you. You can't let nothing stop you, because the only person that can stop you is the person you look at every day in the mirror. So if you work that thing, regardless of what is your opposition, if you work that thing, you will overcome. So that's what the slogan is. The word, work that thing. I got it trademarked. I got it registered. So, we're going to develop paraphernalia, hats. So it's going to be just like Nike, just do it. Going to work that thing. And also for our people, my people, we got to work that thing. So, how we always got to put our sauce on it. You got to work that thing to be politically correct. You got to work that thing for y'all who in ATL, so, or Houston, or wherever it is.
That's what I'm telling you, man.
It comes about.
Look, at the end of the day, that is, that's what we really want. I like the idea, man, that you kind of, there it is right there. As you guys kind of see it, let's pop it back again. Bam!
Yeah.
Work that thing. That's it. So you guys got to do that. And whatever it is, and that's what we try to do in the Real Talk Sports Show. As you mentioned, we're not the biggest guys around, but I do think that we do an outstanding job of what we do. So there's going to come a time, as I said, in the not too distant future, that we'll be on a larger platform. Okay, and this he says. He said, man, you need to get on TikTok, bro. That's what Todd's saying. You should get on TikTok. Because listen, can I tell you something? TikTok has blown a lot of people up. Those workout videos and stuff, man, all of a sudden people just went viral. So I don't know, bro. If you put that 12-pack on there,
I need to have Miss Tree to be working out. Now, everybody got to have that a side piece. Now you got to have that side piece. Now look at Chuck Norris. Ain't nobody looking at Chuck Norris. They looking at Christy Brinkley, even though she, but anyways, you need that side piece. So
well,
I love working out. I love to work that thing.
Listen, I was about to say, now, Miss Dolman, she's done some training, some personal training for people herself. So y'all might have something there.
Yeah,
I used to be a personal trainer.
See?
There you go.
Well, I might have to create a spinoff. I might have to create a spinoff with y'all two right there. Listen, I'll be in the background. Cause I mean, if I go on there, the only thing it would do is we cause a loss of viewers and listeners. So we can't do that. I'll just be the voice in the background. Here's another great routine. I can do that. They don't have to see me. Y'all can just right. Y'all can just do the thing. I'm that voice like out there, and we might have something. So we're gonna put a pin in it right there. We might have something brewing here in the Real Talk Sports Show again. Breaking news, as we might have a brand new show called Work That Thing, featuring our very own Tyrone Poole and the lovely Miss Latressa Doman.
Latressa Doman.
Okay, now see, here's the thing. Last week I thought I said Latressa, and you told me no. Did I get it wrong again?
You said Latressa, and I did tell you no because my name is Latressa.
Latressa. Go, come on.
Latressa.
Tree.
Just call me Tree. Stop trying to call me by my real name.
Latree. They put Latree. Like you already saying, Minister. Tree, right. The lovely tree. You're saying it.
Yeah, you're saying it, Tree. It's Latressa. Latressa.
Man, don't worry about it. It's just like some people can't say aluminum. So they say aluminum.
Aluminum.
Yeah.
Right. You're right. All right. Well, let me leave that alone. Let me just refer to, as I always do, one of the most beautiful women on sports talk, radio, or TV, the lovely queen herself, Tree Doman. I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to try to use her government name. Because listen, anytime you try to go for the government name, usually things go awry like they're doing right now. So I'm gonna leave that alone. So just the lovely Miss Tree Doman, and that's it. Well,
thank you.
Like I said, as you can see, guys, we got a lot of good stuff going on here, and this is what we want to encourage you. If you have an athlete, a student athlete, or anybody that you would like us to really kind of spotlight on our show, please, sir, let us know. We'd love to have you on. We're always trying to point out the good stuff that's going on in the world of sports. And so, again, if you have that person out there, please let us know. We'd love to have them on and tell their story and let people hear about, again, the good news that's going on in sports, because so often we hear a lot of negativity. A lot of stuff that is only dealing with the bad things that are going on. If a young athlete gets in trouble, if they're, in some type of scandal, we have no problem putting them on in. But I want you to go ahead and please and send in your best and your brightest, and we'll get them on the air. Okay, that's a promise. So anyway, we're gonna probably wait until the end of the broadcast to talk about who you guys pick for the finals in more detail. But while we're getting set for our community outreach here, I want to just get a quick, who you're picking for tonight. Tyrone Poole, who you got tonight?
You know what? I'm just gonna say two words: political and basketball. Okay, what I mean by political, if it goes game 7, then it's all about the money. But if they just play basketball, then Milwaukee should end it tonight.
Miss Tree Doman.
Milwaukee.
Who you like?
Tonight. So I'm a little torn and a little conflicted. I really thought that Phoenix was going to win tonight, but I think they're going to come with fire, because for them it's a must win. It's win or go home. And I think that Milwaukee is going to come with a lot of fire too, but I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to go ahead and pick Phoenix for this one.
Okay, so clearly a lot of uncertainty from all those years. For me, I don't know. I'll save that for the last part of the broadcast. I don't know. It's really this series has baffled me. Some strange stuff has been going on, but like I said, we'll talk about that a little bit later. What we are going to do here is that we're going to get set for our community outreach, which is going to be our own Miss Tree Doman. You guys keep it locked right here. We're going to take a quick little commercial break, and then we'll be back with more of the Real Talk Sports Show. Don't go nowhere, please. Thank you.
This is OJ Howard with Real Talk Sports.
What's up, guys? This is Tim Tebow. You're listening to Real Talk Sports.
This is Charles Woodson. Let me grab the mic. You ready? This is Charles Woodson with Real Talk Sports. Hey, it's your boy JB Smooth with Real Talk Sports.
Did you know that Allen Vigil Ford in Morrow, Georgia also has Lincoln? Over 35 years of using the Vigil Touch to provide excellent customer service, works hand in hand with the Lincoln Motor Company to provide a luxurious and seamless way to acquire your next luxury vehicle. Lincoln has an array of full-service complimentary owner benefits. These benefits include hospitality partnerships, service pickup and delivery, all which can be accessed through the Lincoln Way app. You can even contact the 24/7 concierge to have someone assist you. Come and see our great inventory of new and pre-owned Lincolns today. Call 678-364-7345 to make an appointment with one of our brand champions or shop 24/7 online at allenvigillincoln.net. All right, we're back here on the Real Talk Sports Show. I'm your host, Minister Jonathan Simmons. Right to the left or right, depending on how you're watching, the lovely Miss Tree Dolman, and right below us both is the man himself, Mr. Tyrone Poole. And of course, we have Tree's lovely co-host. What's the name of your co-host again?
Sparkle.
Sparkle is in the building right there. All right. But here's what we're gonna do, guys. You know, we always like to do a community outreach and spotlight. And so tonight's our own Tree Dolman. She has breaking news as she tells us big things that are about to happen in our fair city. Go ahead.
Thank you so much for allowing me to come on and be the community spotlight. You all know about the nonprofit organization that I have called Go Great for a Cure that deals with brain cancer research and awareness. I do want to say that tomorrow is Glioblastoma Awareness Day, so I just want to throw it out there. But today I want to talk about my other nonprofit organization because I actually founded and I'm the president of two nonprofit organizations. And this one is called Making a Better Me. I started this organization to give back to our youth because our youth are our future. And it's all about extracurricular activities with our youth. If they want to do arts, draw, dance, sports, it's just about thinking and using their brain and getting ahead. And so the great news that I have, which I'm so excited to announce, this started with a thought, and now I am able to bless students in the city of Atlanta. We are going to do a free code camp. Yes, I said free. So we are going to teach our youth how to code, which I think is phenomenal. Coding is the way of the future, and we want to make sure that our youth get a hand up and learn how to code at an early age where they're able to build websites, build apps. And again, this is free to children in the Atlanta area. Now we are putting it for 6th grade through 9th grade because we do want to keep everybody in the same age range for this camp that we're doing. The camp is next week, Monday through Friday, and it is from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For this camp, the students do need to have their own laptop, and they will get mailed out a prize pack from Making a Better Me Incorporated. But I am so excited that we get to teach our youth how to code. It started with a thought, and to see it come to fruition about a year later is just a huge, huge blessing. So if anybody is interested, you can go to our website, which is makingabetterme.org. And you can also email me at info@makingabetterme.org, which if you do want to submit the form, because I did have a little technical difficulties today with the form, please email me info@makingabetterme.org.
Well, that is just phenomenal. There it is, guys. See it right there. That's the name of the organization, Making a Better Me. And this whole idea about coding, you're right. That's really where the future is. That's where today is. And Tyrone, I know your guy always is trying to teach people about being positive and about, taking hold of their lives. I mean, how excited are you to hear that our own Tree Dolman's got something like this about to start off here in Atlanta?
Well, no, it's always good. And Tree, best of luck to you in those endeavors. I want to ask you, being the founder of two nonprofit foundations, how I guess the difficulty, if there is a difficulty, is it to run two non-profits, and how do you go about like selling them to the public to get funding for them? But the first one is, how difficult is it to be the founder of two great ideas?
Well, that actually is a great question, Tyrone. It's very difficult in the sense where it's a lot of work. But because I'm so passionate about both of the things that I do, that's actually why I thought about it before I started the second nonprofit this past February. And I started Making a Better Me in 2014. But because I'm very passionate about it, I love what I do. So I'm up late working. I spend lots of hours working. And as far as getting funding for the nonprofit organizations, I just reach out to different companies. We're so blessed that UPS is partnering with us with Making a Better Me Incorporated. And I'm looking forward to a lot of the partnerships that we're going to have in the future. And of course, I'm looking to get other partners because we know for any nonprofit organization, it is ran off of donations and sponsorship as well as volunteerism. And so we have a lot of great things that we're planning for the rest of this year and also for every year going forward to help our youth and also help families.
Mm-hmm. Is this something that you've ever thought about putting into like an after school program, partnering with some schools and having, because you said 6th to 9th grade, and sometimes parents are so busy these days working jobs, and sometimes kids have to stay after, and the schools become like babysitters, so to speak. But have you seen this being a part of a curriculum for some of the schools locally?
Well, yes and no. So as far as if I'm able to do it every day after school, I know that my schedule will not permit that. Once our organization grows larger and we have more volunteers, that's definitely something that I do want to have included in the programming. And yes, I have spoken with a lot of people because my best friend, who's also our board secretary, she's a teacher in a school, and we know that it would be a great after school program to have. And I also am going to partner with other nonprofit organizations that I've been volunteering with since I was many, many years ago. And they have after school programs that they do a lot for the youth. So this is something that I'm looking to grow and get it out there as much as possible. I'm looking to have different contests. I would love for it to be in after school programs. I just have to figure out how I can get it there, because I know that for me personally, I will not be able to be the one to organize it as far as being there in the after school programs, but definitely would love to get volunteers or people who can teach those programs in the after school programs. And that would be a fantastic ideal.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, anytime you can, help kids, and especially with all of the stuff that parents have to do right now, it's just great stuff. All right, a big shout out from one of your biggest fans there, Mr. Todd. He says, fantastic work, Tree.
Thank you, Todd, aka Affiliate Man.
That's right, keep with the good work. And speaking of Affiliate Man, he knows, like everybody else knows, that this is the big time of year for media days, and he has a big shout out here from Mr. Nick Saban. He says his quarterback Bryce Young already got $1 million in endorsements. Yeah, they've been. There's another guy that just got inked up. They said his total is close to $5 million in endorsements. So we see that clearly this idea of the players now being able to access and do these types of deals is getting them the kind of money. I don't know if the right word is deserved, but certainly with the schools making the money they make, the coaches making the money they make, they had to come up with some way for these kids to make and again be able to earn money. And I think that in the long run, if managed properly, the operative thing here, managed properly, this could be something that I think, especially in basketball, actually might be a help to the NCAA and retaining these young men past the one and done. I think if they had something like this, what you're going to see is more guys staying in for that second or maybe third year. And I think what that's going to do is that's going to actually bring a better fan base, because you'll have what used to have these big rivalries with some of the top schools. And I also think that you're going to get players that will be more NBA ready in that first year, as kind of a rule that whole first round will be players versus you just maybe, if you don't have the lottery pick, those first 5 guys, you have a guys a project. So I think that down the road, again, operative term here, if it's managed properly and not abused, this actually can not only just be a blessing for the players, but it actually could help the schools get what they want, which is more eyeballs, better quality of play, and then eventually, like you said, especially guys going to the NBA, being more ready to play from ground day one, versus, once you get past that top 5 pick, the guys really are projects a lot of times.
I think that's a great point, because I think that the reason that a lot of people leave early to go to the NBA is because they want to provide for their families.
Right.
So if they're starting to get paid in college, which I've been saying since I was in college, that college athletes should get paid. Now, I think that the colleges are making so much money off of these athletes. So, yes, we need to pay the athletes. So I'm very happy that they have this new rule. And I agree with you, Jonathan. I think that because they have this new rule, you will see some of the players staying longer because the big goal is to provide for their families. And with them making these multi-millions of dollars, at least some of them, of course, it won't be all, they will be able to help their families. And I think that it'll give them more time to progress their skills and do better in the NBA or NFL draft or baseball. I don't think they have any issues with that. But yeah, so I think that it's a good thing all the way around.
Yeah, Tyrone, what are your thoughts?
Well, my question is this here. My elephant in the room. We know that Georgia has said that they want 75%, if I'm correct on that. Now, what is Alabama asking? What is Alabama asking? Because they're saying basically these kids may be making the money, but then they're saying, hey, we want 75% so we can spread it out amongst the other teams. And I believe this is what the University of Georgia is saying. So we can look that fact check. We can fact check that up, but fact check that out. But I don't think these kids are getting that money solely without the universities getting some of that money. So,
wow. See, I didn't know that.
You want to go check that out, fact check on that. So, because I know Governor Kemp went to University of Georgia, and that's where he signed. Remember, he signed the bill because I think he was a graduate. He's an alumnus of Georgia, University of Georgia. So Georgia was saying, again, fact check, 75% of what those kids get from this NIL, name, image, and likeness, comes to the university so they can spread it amongst the other sports. So let's not
75% is a ripoff.
Yeah. So my thing again, how much is Alabama, the universities, getting from this? Because I don't think these kids are just getting that money solely to them. They're not getting $5 million going totally to them. Because again, remember, they are still using some of the, say if it's jerseys, it still represents the university. So how much of that is the university getting? That is the elephant in the room.
All right, now here, let me go here to this. Speaking of fact checking, let's go back here. This is from Dog Nation, which is one of the big blog pages for the University of Georgia. And this is what it says here. This is going back to May the 6th. Says here that headlines: Georgia Governor Brian Kemp signed a bill on Thursday that will allow for student athletes to start making money on endorsements and sponsorships starting on July 1st. It says, and at the University of Georgia, the plan is for the athletes to keep all of the money they receive, despite a provision that would allow for the school to take up to 75% of the endorsement income to redistribute at graduation. Now it says, this is what's saying now, UGA responded to that saying, oh, the deputy athletic director, Will Lawler, says, we have no plans to provide for a pool arrangement. And further, Lawler told the Athletic, UGA student athletes would not have to wait a year until after they leave school to receive NIL compensation. The Georgia Athletic Department's stance on not pooling endorsement money clears up what could have put the University of Georgia at a recruiting disadvantage. So clearly somebody was thinking what you were thinking, Tyrone, and they told him, hey man, y'all gotta dial that way back because that dog not gonna hunt at all. So clearly, as soon as the announcement was made, all of a sudden Georgia did damage control. Said, no, we're not gonna do that. No.
Yeah, they want the students to come there.
And look, I mean, these guys are already making so much money. The schools are, it's not, I mean, all that would do is irritate and aggravate the student athletes, and they would take a beating because every other coach would say, well, we're not taking any of your money. You can make all you want. So yeah, so it does appear that the University of Georgia saw the handwriting on the wall, Tyrone, and back off of that. But the thing about it is the provision is in the law. So anytime Georgia could change their mind, you get the wrong president in there or the wrong athletic director. And that's the sneaky thing about how you have to know the law. you have to know what is written. You have to know. I remember a couple of weeks ago we were talking about something, and you said, Tyrone, it's very important you know the rules of the game and play by the rules. And so we see that this is the case here. You have a document here that's in place that seems like it's great for the athletes, and it is, but it took the assistant AD to come on and say, oh, by the way, we're not going to enforce that. He should have put another word in the end, now. They're not enforcing it now, but we don't know what they're going to do down the road.
There you
so,
go. And that's the point. And that's the point I was kind of alluding to. Like I said, I know I had heard that Georgia was considering that 75. And like you said, it would, like Tree said, it would put them at a great disadvantage when it came to recruiting, because Alabama, Tennessee, or any team in the SEC may say, you know what, Georgia wants 75%. Well, we don't want none. Or they may say we just want 25%. But as you alluded to, there is a provision that says if, okay, you guys start making too much money, then yes, we want our portion so we can bring you back to the table.
The bottom line is they want to make sure that the players maybe don't have it made in the shade. All right, guys, listen, we're going to take our final break for the evening. You listen to the Real Talk Sports Show. Again, we're going to shut it off at 9 p.m. because we know at 9 o'clock, Game 6, do or die for the Phoenix Suns, win or go home. But don't you go home. We'll be back with more of the Real Talk Sports Show in just a moment. Stay tuned. The day has arrived. It's time to let more people know about your business. You have the right marketing plan and the messaging in place. But do you have the right messenger? Good advertising and promotions need a professional sound so the message can be clearly understood. Don't leave your brand image to chance. Let our team of voiceover experts at CME lend you a hand. Give us a call at 678-304-8121 to find out how we can partner with you to give your business its voice. Nothing better than the sound of diesel in the morning. And what better place to get high horsepower diesel than the all-new 2024 F-250, now with 475 horsepower and over 1,000 foot-pound of torque. You know where to get it? From me, the minister, Jonathan Simmons at Allen Vigil Ford Commercial Sales. Because you know why? I'm the commercial truck guy in the shirt and tie. All right, everybody, we are back here. Final segment here at the Real Talk Sports Show. Now, listen, we appreciate those of you who follow the show, but we're going to once again let you know how to do so. You can follow us at Real Talk Sports 7. If you want to follow me personally, you can. You can follow me at Minister Jason, but definitely follow the show, Real Talk Sports, the number 7. That's the way we are on all social media platforms. So if you haven't done it, please do so. We're looking for more people, obviously, on Instagram. Listen, we're just looking for more people on all the platforms. I ain't gonna lie. Just come on, jump in. Water's good. All right. We're gonna talk a little teensy-weensy bit about our Falcons. Like I said, again, it looks like that I know I was out at the media days, and it really kind of felt and looked like 2018. And what I mean by that is that most people were unmasked. I think that's because a lot of the school systems may have a mandate that their teachers and employees have to be vaccinated. So maybe that was the case, but all the coaches talked about the fact that how hyped they were about being able to, have full practices, full scrimmages, and more importantly, have the fans come back out. So a lot of excitement, guys, as things are opening up, even though the specter of the Delta strain is hovering in the atmosphere. But good stuff. So do either one of you two guys plan on possibly being anywhere near either Flowery Branch or Mercedes-Benz Stadium, as the Falcons now have resumed allowing fans to kind of watch them do their thing? They're going to have an open practice on the 24th at Flowery Branch, and then they're going to follow up the next week at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is what we're going to offer to you guys right now. If you want to go, please put it up in social media, and we will provide your ticket. The first 4 people that log on, we will give you 2 free tickets to the Mercedes-Benz open practice. The tickets are $5, but that's $5 that you can put in your gas tank, or you can put that towards your beverages or food when you get in. So again, if you want to go to the scrimmage at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, hit us up on social media, and we will provide you 2 tickets for you and a friend or you and a family member to go and hang out and check them out. Okay, Tree, first any shot that we might see the Queen at either one of those events?
No, not in 2021. But I will definitely be watching on television, and I'm happy that things are opening up for everybody.
Mr. Tyrone Poole, might we see you possibly peruse your way to check out the Falcons at either one of their events there, sir?
Let me see. I don't know, man. It may be kind of hard. I'm a Georgia boy. I like the Falcons, but I think if I had a choice, Carolina, I may go to Carolina because they invite us there. Now, unless the Falcons invite me, I will come. But I don't think I'm just gonna show up. I don't think so. I don't think I saw no Falcon helmet up there, did I?
That's funny. Now, that's hilarious. That was a good one. Now, in my case, I do feel a little. That's why I do like the Falcons, because my husband did play for the Falcons.
That's right.
For a couple of years, so I have to be loyal to them as well. But oh my goodness, that was priceless, Tyrone. I loved it. That was my favorite part of the night.
Yo, man. I mean, now I got this all over the platforms. I got this being shared so nicely by. Let me give a shout out to some of the people that let us share us onto our page here. We want to give a big shout out to Atlanta Falcons 2.0.
Okay.
I want to give a shout out to NFC South fans, their page. Falcons Ultra Fan Universe. We want to give a shout out to them because all those guys let us share on their page. And of course, as soon as I shared it, Tyrone decided I'm gonna be a comedian.
Hey, I did say I love the Falcons. I did say I love the Falcons. I did say I'm from Georgia. I'm just saying, unless they invite me. Now, Carolina, they always send out Indianapolis teams. They send out to their former players invites to come back. The Raiders, they send out invites. But I'm not just going to show up at someone's practice. Now, I've gone to the Falcons games, but usually is when they play the team that I probably played for, or maybe there's a guy who I played with on another team, but he plays with the Falcons now. Then I'll come and support. But I'm always trying to help support the Falcons. I talk about them, give them good praise reports. So I'm a football fan. But as far as invitations, I don't think you know what? Let's be honest about it. I don't think the Falcons gonna send me an invite. Let's be honest about it now.
Well, Tyrone, especially after that little shenanigans you pulled, yes, the answer is definitely no. They're not going to do that.
Send me one in the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, you make sure to burn the bridge. I see you set it on fire. You might as well put gasoline on it now. I mean,
you know what? That bridge was burned in 1995 when Carolina drafted me and Atlanta didn't. And then Indianapolis traded for me. The Falcons didn't. The Broncos acquired my services. The Falcons didn't. The Patriots, we won a couple Super Bowls. The Falcons didn't. So again, I haven't burned nothing. So it was the Falcons' choice.
Wow, that's how we're gonna do it now.
Real talk. Isn't this Real Talk Sports?
It's Real Talk Sports, Tyrone.
Clearly, that's what's about here. Real talk. You're not getting the love from the Falcons. So let me put this up here again. We're giving away 2 free tickets to the open practice at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and no fans. You don't have to worry that Tyrone won't be there. He's not gonna wear his old jersey. None of that stuff. That's not gonna happen. So you don't have to worry about it. And when I have the Falcons Fan Fest, I'll do it. He'll be on virtually. Okay, he won't be there in person. He can.
Hey, I'm the Charles Barkley of the crew. Barkley of 3. I'm the Charles Barkley.
That's right. I don't know. I guess I'm the old guy, Ernie Johnson. I'm the old guy. That's me. I'm just a guy trying to keep the peace.
Which one am I?
They don't really see. That's the thing they're missing. That's why our show is superior, because we have the lovely Queen. They got the ugly Shaq. That's all they got.
See, Tree, you're the one that makes sense of everything. You're the one that everybody say, you know what, Minister, he ain't acting right. Tyrone ain't acting right. And it's just like in the house, Daddy not acting right. Mama, Daddy ain't acting right. So you're the one everybody looks up to say, you know what, bring some sense to this thing. Bring some sense to it, please.
Well, thank you, Tyrone.
Wow. That's how we do it now. Okay, so well, anyway, look, I'm popping up on the screen. First, for people to ask us, we are giving away 2 free open practice at Mercedes-Benz. I probably should put down their tickets. But yeah, we'll give them away. You get the two. Just put it up on social media, and we'll see it in the comments, and then we'll go ahead and contact you. You know how we do it. Okay, there's always somebody in the crowd that's like Tyrone. He's got a kindred spirit, and Mr. Football, Vincent Turner, he says, "Go Cowboys." And
that's what I'm saying. See, everybody don't necessarily have to go for the Falcons. I'm like, you can like the Falcons, but it don't mean that you want to, show up at the practice. Go Cowboys, go Vikings, go Giants, go.
Hey, go Lions and Vikings.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna see you later.
All right. Shoot. We done ran everybody out. Everybody got mad. I ran them out. That's it. There you go. So, look, man, at the end of the day, only thing I can tell you is that so in other words, if we get you some credentials, you're going to show up just like in a regular shirt and tie, or you going to you're going to get in there and put on some gear or something. You're just going to come with I know what? That shirt right there. I like that shirt. You can wear that one.
That's a nice shirt.
Again, right. If I came I would represent. So the Falcons, see, here's what I want people to understand. Okay. It's like when the Falcons played, I hate to bring this up, but when they played the Patriots, right?
Oh, here we go.
I pulled for the Falcons, even though I played for the Patriots. And,
really?
And this is how I summed it up. I said that I'm from Georgia. Okay, I grew up a Falcons fan. I remember Steve Bartkowski, William Andrews, Lynn Kane, Alfred Jackson. I remember all them guys. Okay, I said it like this: the Falcons, growing up, they were my parents, but I was married to the Patriots. So you know what? I have to leave my parents and cleave with my wife.
Oh man!
But I still love my family. I still love the family.
See, now you talking, Tyrone.
There you go.
Okay. See how slick he was, folks. See how slick.
I like that.
He knew. He said, "Okay, I'm gonna hit the minister with some scripture." So how slick he was. He said, "I hit him with that. He can't really come back right if I hit him with some scripture." He was real smooth. He talking about. He went way back. It's what the Lord told the people says. It's right for a man to leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife.
That's what the Bible says.
Wow.
There you go.
He got biblical on the minister. Lord have mercy. Well, that's why it's called Real Talk Sports. All right, speaking of real talk, let's go to social media one more time here. It's unbelievable. It's about time to wrap up here. Let's take a peek on social media. I believe it's our man affiliate man, aka Todd. He said, he said, lie detector test proved that was a lie, Tyrone. LOL.
Hey, that's what I get a shield. See, the shield say I represent all 32 teams.
All 32 teams. Wow, man. I mean, we throwing some shots tonight, buddy boy.
Funny.
That's my man. He said, "Hey, the lie detector was on." Right. All right, we got about 1 more minute, guys. You want to hit us up? Like I said, put it in the comments on social media. And we will, in fact, give away 2 free tickets for the practice for Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We're going to do this for the next couple of weeks until they got gone. We will probably be making an appearance there. Don't know how I'll stay. If you see me, please don't cough on me. Don't, if you spit like when you talk, just kind of, stay back a little bit. I don't want you to see me going like this and you thinking, wow, what's wrong with the minister? I'm some kind of guy that doesn't want to talk about. I'm just saying I'm still going to want to be careful. So if you like that, and because y'all know you are, somebody up, so just step back. Stay social distance. All right. As I said, guys, we're going to cut it down to 9 o'clock because we do want everybody to watch the game. So you know how we do. Before we end our show, we want to make sure that you guys know how to contact each and every person that's on the show. Let me go to social media one more time here. There he is. Says later he got to go see. See, there's even affiliate man. So he got to go because he got to watch the game. Peace out, bro. All right, Mr. Tyrone Poole, the floor is yours.
Again, it's an honor, Minister. Thank you, Tree, in your presence. I want to thank everybody who listened and watched. If you want to follow me and keep up with what I got going on, if you want a workout, or you just want to be motivated, Work That Thing covers a lot of areas, mentally, physically, and spiritually. But you can follow me on all social media platforms at Tyrone Poole 38. Tyrone Poole 38. Thank you guys for having me on. It's a pleasure. And I like the Falcons. Go Falcons. Yes.
All right, there it is. All right, guys, you said I'll put it on the screen one more time. Mr. Tyrone Poole at Tyrone Poole 38. you want some wisdom, or you even want some muscles, check him out, and he'll help you out. All right, everybody. Thank you so much.
Work that thing.
All right. We're going back here to the lovely Miss Tree Dolman. The floor is yours.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on all social media at It's Latresa, also at Ms. America International 2020. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, my 2 nonprofit organizations, we're on all social media and our websites, Go Great for a Cure and Making a Better Me.
There you go, guys. That's it.
And remember, if you know any 6th through 9th graders that are interested in learning how to code, have them email me at info@makingabetterme.org, because code camp starts next week and we're going to teach them how to code.
There you go. Free coding camp by Making a Better Me. You can contact her, follow her on social media at It's Latresa and Latresa. I'm sorry, I did it again.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said It's Latresa, and or at Ms. America International 2020. I don't even know why I wear these glasses. I'm not using them properly, so I'm just going to. They're out of here. I can't do it right. Forget about it. All right, guys. We like to kind of encourage you. Being a minister of the gospel, real life minister, I want to always let you guys know before I leave this broadcast how important it is for you to have a relationship with God, the creator of the universe. And you can do it. I know it seems like, wow, can I? Yes, you can. You can have a relationship with God by having a relationship with his son, Jesus Christ. And how do you do that? Well, number 1, you repent of your sins. Number 2, what you have to do is believe that he came here both fully man and fully God, and he did something phenomenal. He actually took all the sins of you, me, and all mankind, and he went and took them to the cross. And when he got crucified on that cross and died, when he rose from the dead, he was able to do something spectacular. That is to offer you and I the gift of salvation. What does that mean? It simply means that once you repent of your sins, that you believe that Jesus died for you and was risen from the dead, voila, you become, number 1, a citizen of the kingdom of heaven, and number 2, you become an adoptive child of God and have all the rights therein. What are those rights? Number 1, you get to call God your Father, which means you can go to him in prayer, ask him anything that you desire, and he will grant it to you according to his will if you ask the name of his son, Jesus Christ. And number 2, you avoid that nasty place called hell, and you can get to go to the most spectacular place ever created, a place called heaven. Buildings adorned with the most spectacular jewels. The streets paved with a gold that's so pure, it's translucent. And the greatest thing is that there's no pain, there's no pandemic, there's no politics, there's no bad people. You never get old, you never die. It's always sunny and bright because God himself lights up the city. And you get to avoid that nasty place called hell, where all the things that are in heaven are not going to be in hell. You got bad people, you got pain, you got anguish, and the worst thing of all, you're separated from God forever and a day. I don't know about you folks, but I like option number 1 better than option number 2. All right, listen, on behalf of everybody here, on Miss Tree Dolman and Tyrone Poole and myself, you know how we do it. God bless you and have a good night. So long now.